Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
Tomorrow is opening day.
This morning, didn't have a great hunt. Deer didn't move like usual.
We just got set up in the middle of this bedding thicket. Been saving this spot from the rut. I think it's a nice buck.
Boom! Hits a 170.
That was money. I think he's down right over there, maybe 10 yards.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy.
Baller rut.
Here we go. This is the Whitetail Legacy Podcast. Hopefully you already know that, and hopefully this is your second time listening this week. What we're doing here is we're doing a little extra bonus content for you guys. We had talked about it a couple weeks leading up to it, and we went down to Roseville to see Jeff at his grand opening, opening up his store down there. Very cool store. It's got a unique rustic feel to it. Was a great time down there. And we're podcasters, so whenever we do anything, we just always are like, oh yeah, we're just going to podcast. So Jeff's got a lot of work to do down there. He's done a lot of work since he bought that store, and it's going to be really cool when it's all done. He's going to have like 12 lathes in there, just churning out the calls. So super pumped for him. It sounds like he's already, building relationships down there with everybody in the community and people that are coming through. As you notice, Travis from Bigger Bucks Outfitters jumps on here with Jeff. Sounds like they've got a new friendship struck up, and, that's cool to hear. So just on here, giving you guys a little precursor to what this episode is. Be sure to check out embrycustomwoodworking.com, or better yet, just make your trip to Roseville and be sure to check out Jeff's store there. He's still finishing the back end of it. Got to get the laser engraver in there still. Got to get a little bit more of his product on the shelves, but if you go down there, he's going to welcome you with open arms, and you'll be able to try out all of his calls there. And also, while we were down there, we went ahead and filmed Jeff's video that we were going to do for him, really showcase these calls, and we did that. So be sure to check out our YouTube page, and I believe also Jeff is possibly going to share that on his Facebook page as well as us. So YouTube or Facebook, be able to check that out and get a look at the calls and a little bit about Jeff's store, and he kind of gets to talk about what he talked about a little bit in our podcast here with him, is his future plans. So we appreciate you guys tuning in 2 times this week, and we're just very excited for Jeff to get this new adventure started.
Here we are. We're upstairs in the loft, the penthouse suite of ECW calls.
Are you all right with your headphones like that?
Yeah, I feel real good. I got headphones half on, half off. I'm used to it's not normally listening to someone straight across. So we're super excited to be here for Jeff, his grand opening. The shop looks amazing. I love the rustic feel of it, the hometown feel, and that's what you're going for with this shop. I'm just excited to be here. What do you think, homie?
Yeah, I'm pumped. The shop looks great. Get some merchandise on the shelves, and hopefully this will turn out and be everything that you want it to be and more.
We're definitely excited to be here. What really drew us to Roseville is just the people here in town are just so welcoming. And it seems like everybody we've talked to, from the post office, the Twisted Sister, to the bowling alley, people at the city council, the town bank, it seems like everybody here hunts, enjoys the great outdoors. Erica had sold some of her products for a while, and we're telling her the frustration we were having on trying to find a building to open up our second location after our patents had been approved. And to meet the product demand for Gander Outdoors and Shields, we needed a second location. And we had decided that we wanted to have a storefront with a showroom at our other location, so people could come in and see what we can do. And we really fell in love with Roseville, and we decided to make this our home.
I think it's a cool idea because you go into Gander Mountain or Shields and you look at the product, but you can't like get a hands-on, try it out. You know, what's a copper sound like? What's a slate sound like? Here, you can actually come in and try these calls out and see what you like, and then you can make your purchases here, or you can make them at Gander Outdoors. But I think that's a super unique opportunity for someone to really try a product out before buying it from the store. Because I remember when I used to buy those plastic grunt tubes, you know, from Walmart when I was growing up hunting. You never really knew what they were going to sound like. But you're like, I'm going to go mid-range price, and it's probably going to be good. But here they can really see it, and then, you're going to do custom orders here too, correct? So
correct. Yeah, we have our product as building. We are trying to push to get the building ready. When you buy a building that's over 100 years old and it's sat empty for a while, you come across a few surprises here and there.
Oh, yeah.
But we definitely love this rustic brick look, and we wanted to keep it kind of a country, relaxed atmosphere. And in our showroom up front, all the products are out. Nothing's in packaging. We want people to pick it up, try it out, work with it, see what works best for you. We have a fully equipped shop here. If you want us to customize or to modify it, we will do that for you. We can do that for you while you wait.
Yeah.
If you've got an older call and you're just absolutely, and you love it, you're attached to it, but maybe it has some issues, we may even be able to do some repair work for you also.
Nice. Yeah, I think we both got custom calls for our kids, and if someone comes in, they say, hey, I want this call, I want my kid's initials engraved in it, you can do it, bam, 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 and give them a custom call right now where, like a lot of shops, well, that's going to be a month, or that's because you're trying to go over the internet, and then you got to tell them, type what you want in there, and I want this capped and this lowercase, you know what I mean? But I know my son loves that call. I got it put up in a shadow box right now because I'm hoping when he's like 15, he grunts in a forked horns and smashes it. You know what I mean? That's what my game plan is. But I got the date, that he got it, and then his name, so super stoked. I know Aiden loves his.
Yep, and just like you, let him have it for about 3 days, and then it was like, all right, we're gonna put this up now.
We're gonna put it up, but yeah, that's super unique that you're gonna have those custom orders. Whether it's Bigger Bucks, you want Bigger Bucks logo on something, or it's us with Whitetail Legacy Podcast. We can call you up and say, hey, I want 5 of with our logo on it, and we can swing right down here and pick it up. It's not that far of a drive, so you eliminate the shipping, you eliminate the time there, and the money you got to pay for shipping also. So I think it's super awesome that you picked a small location like this because you're bringing back to the community. We've already had some people come in here and say it's a really good boost for the community. And we have some friends from Roseville that work on the railroad, and, this is a home down kind of town, where people hunt, they demo derby, and fish, and I think you're going to fit in really nice here. And you're right here on the Main Street drag. Got it looking real nice from the outside, and you walk inside, and I was blown away. I'm like, man, this thing is giant. So you got a lot of room to grow like you want to, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for ECW calls. It's going to be super cool.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to be here, and like I said, we love it here in Roseville. The town here, people here are great. They're very excited to have us here. And because it's at any time they need anything else, they want a hunting call, or they're getting ready to go out, and they can't find their call, or maybe they dropped it and they busted the surface on it, or they lost the reeds outside of their deer grunt. We're right here. We're here to help you.
Or they ran it over with their side by side.
Yeah,
that happens a lot.
I could see that happening. Dropped out of the backpack.
Their new retriever puppy chews it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be.
They'd have to go all the way to Monmouth pretty much to get something to replace it at Farm King. But, and there's a lot of surrounding towns that are small, and you guys will be able to cut them off there. And, it's either Monmouth or Macomb.
Yeah.
Or you got to go all the way to Burlington.
Yeah.
So cool to definitely have something in the middle and attract the people that are here.
Yeah, I know you got a lot of future plans for what you're going to do for this town.
We
so
do.
Yeah, go ahead and go into that.
One of our future plans, we're hoping within the next year or two, there's a couple of more empty buildings here in town. Would love to put a pro shop in here for archery, crossbows. Have the arrows, the bolts, the broadheads, and be able to have an indoor range on the second floor. That way, people can try out the product before they buy it, or they just want something to do on that, any time during the week or a rainy day. Go up there and they can be able to rent a lane for an hour and shoot some 3D targets.
Yeah, it's hard we like to shoot a lot, but man, when it's -10 out in January, February, you're like, I'm not going outside. But if you had a place you could drive and shoot, there really is nowhere around here to do that close, an indoor. Griswold has a small one, but that's pretty much the closest one, and there's nothing down in this area to be able to do that. So that's something that me and Homie would love, just a place that we could go. It'd be a laid-back place. You go up there, you can shoot some arrows and get out of the weather. And then also, with the pro shop being local, there's only, like I said, that those pro shops are getting fewer and far between. They want you to take it to the big places. And I feel like at those pro shops, you always have that guy that's trustworthy. When I take it to, I don't like to take my stuff to, Bass Pro or something. I just feel like that I need that old guy who's tying my peep in back there, who's got one eye squinted a little bit. To get it in there. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, he's got 8 fingers. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then you get the stories with that kind of place too. I know that this place here is going to be a great place to tell stories. People are going to be in here talking about this buck they shot, or turkey season's coming up. You're going to have people in here getting calls talking about the tom that hung up on them last year. So this is going to be a great story, but it's also going to be a great place for hunters in the community to come and connect.
That was part of our concept design. That's why also we had built this loft and it decided to extend it. We want people to come down here, kick back, relax, share some stories. Deer season's just right around the corner. We're going to come up with some contests. People, who has the biggest buck, bring it by the shop. We'll catalog all this in, and then we'll give out some couple custom made free calls at the end of the season and who brought by the biggest buck.
That's gonna be awesome to get the community involved, and just another way to show your love for the small town like you're doing here. But I wish we had a place close that after you had a good hunt or something, you could come in. You got that big loft right up front. You could throw a couple couches out there. I could see a couple guys out there just saying, "Man, how was your hunt tonight? What'd you see? Are the bucks moving? What you got going on?" I think
the coffee pot on,
yeah,
or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
they're just sitting around visiting, talking about deer hunting, turkey hunting, duck hunting, whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. After hours, come up here to the loft.
Yeah,
that's right. Sit around and visit.
The VIP stuff happens in the loft.
See ya.
Yeah,
just whatever happens.
Yeah.
But and I'm like Jeff said, people just need to come get a feel for this building. I'm sitting here looking around. You could easily have 2 bow lanes up here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the length of this building.
Yeah.
You could sight your bow in up here, just shoot for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's got to be. 50 yards,
60
yards?
This building's easy 50 yards long.
Yeah, 50 or 60 yards long, and you got plenty of width for 2 lanes. If you had an indoor 60-yarder, I don't think there's anything around like that.
Not even close.
Yeah.
No.
But
or even 50. I mean, that's
by
the time you set up at that end, put some target, or vice versa, whatever. It's guys are going to love it.
Yeah, for
they're going
sure.
to come in and set their first pin up at 20, 25 yards.
Yeah.
Go step it up. There. You could stagger some 3D targets up here.
Mm-hmm.
You're set, man. This would be awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself. We just met him tonight. You guys met up. Go ahead and tell the story how you guys met. I like that story.
I'm Travis Bigger with Bigger Bucks Outfitters here in over in Henderson County, Illinois. We're in Warren right now, but I'm from Henderson County, Illinois. My wife and I were out driving around one day, and there's a turkey downstairs.
we got some people trying out the calls.
There's a hen clucking downstairs, man.
Got some customers out front trying out some of our calls.
Yeah.
My wife and I stopped in next door and seen Erica's storefront. I stopped, make the wife happy, look at some girly stuff.
You got to do it.
You got to do that, man.
Do that.
Hey, she lets me deer hunt like nonstop, never complains. I got the best wife in the world, by the way. So,
she's going to listen to this. He's trying to get some brownie points.
Absolutely. Deer season's right around the corner, man. I'm loving up a little bit. But Erica we got to talking. We know some of the same people and stuff. And she said, you have got to meet the guy next door. I was like, hey, that's cool. And talking to a girl in a girly shop, I'm like, okay, whatever. This girl wants me to meet him. That's cool. Well, she calls Jeff on the phone. He's like, yeah, he's probably thinking the same thing. What kind of guy's gonna be hanging out? What kind of guy's gonna be hanging out in the girly store that Erica wants me to meet? So he's like, I'll be there in 20 minutes. It was kind of like a immediate bromance, sort of. We started talking about deer grunts, and he had me at the first deer grunt, man. And we just been buddies ever since, And I got to say, I mean, and this is all joking aside, like you guys said earlier, I've been deer hunting since I was 12 years old. I'm 44 now, and back when I started, if you had a deer grunt from back in the day from Walmart, man, you really had something. It didn't, they sounded like crap, but still you had a grunt call. Mm-hmm. And I've had dozens of grunt calls over the years, literally. I've ran them over, like I said, with a side-by-side, lost them, this and that. Jeff, by far, has the best sounding grunt call, honestly, that I've ever had. And I've got 2 of them now, and I'm going to have him customize some for clients.
Yeah, that's going to be super cool.
Have Bigger Bucks Outfitters put on some, a little door thing when clients come.
Put the date on them. Help them remember the time they spent with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Then they go back to Mississippi or New Jersey or whatever the case may be. They got a dang good grunt call.
Yeah.
And so then they have ECW right in their hand telling all their buddies about their awesome grunt call wherever they live at. Plus they're telling their buddies about Bigger Bucks Outfitters, and
it's a win-win. Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah, we met Jeff at Elmwood Outdoor Show, and we tried out his deer grunts, and I told homie, I said, man, those are nice. Like
they sound great.
They sound great, and you got your 5 tones in there, and I really like that it's 100% American, made by a veteran. That's what really drove it home for us. Plus the quality, plus he can repair them. I mean, he can do everything. You're not dealing with some customer service that you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
You got everything in house. So I was like, we want to do something with Jeff, and thank you, Jeff. We appreciate you. It's been almost a year and a half, and we've been watching you grow. We've been growing, and just growing our friendship, and it brings us pride to see you within this shop growing. One thing me and homie like to do is we try to motivate everybody, whether it's a listener, a follower, or a partner. We want to see everybody succeed, and you're exceeding leaps and bounds. So it is so awesome, and then you doing stuff with Matt too. That's awesome, bringing you guys together. I'm just really excited for you, and what you already made an awesome friendship sound like just by opening the doors here. So, and that's only been
absolutely just
a few weeks. So,
and what I got to say one more thing about these grunt calls, and I won't run it in the ground too much, but anybody, especially you guys, you get them. A lot of them grunt calls, you want to make that deep growl. Them bucks have that growl during the rut. You guys know what I'm talking about. And you get them cheapo, when you blow them a little too hard, they make that screeching noise. And you're out in the timber, everything's dead calm. And you get that screaming screech noise out of your grunt call, and you're like, that just
sounds like there's an elk out here.
Yeah, I might as well be calling in a big old bull elk or something. That sounded like crap. That's what I like about Jeff's, and I don't know how he does it. It's trade secret. I don't know. I don't care, but they sound. You can blow most grunt calls. Basically, you can't blow hard on them. They sound terrible.
Yeah.
You can blow on Jeff's grunt calls and get that deep growl and that chirping sound them bucks make, and his calls they don't skip a beat.
Yeah, I've used that personally. When you got a buck that it's windy day or something, he's far out there, you hit him with a grunt. You can tell he's not even acknowledging you. You hit him with a grunt, and then you hit with that real brrr,
Jeff's has that deep tone, don't they? The ECW grunt calls have that deep, just from the gut girdle to them, man.
You hit him with that deep one, and if it's a mature buck, he whips his head.
Coming.
He's
coming
like,
to you. He's going to check it out.
He's at least going to try coming downwind, and that's what normally happens to me.
Yeah.
But at least you get an idea of what you got coming, and I used mine last year, great success. We love the calls. Like, we used the turkey calls. Homie took his all the way to Oklahoma this year. I used the box call, came in stat this year. That box call has so much volume. I bought one out of Elmwood, and that's the only thing we could get birds to hit on after they came down on the roost that one day. That we'd hit that volume, and then they'd be gobbling, and we'd be like, well, he's right there.
I
But-
was say, we were just sitting there kind of looking at each other, and I was like, let's get the box call out.
Yeah,
And then-
and hit the box call, and boom, we've been hitting the slate, we've been hitting the mouth call, and like they say, some just hits them, strikes them different. But I think that extra volume almost gave them a shot gobble and a call back at the same time. But and then it's such a beautiful call too.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. They're
It's a
absolutely
good combination
beautiful.
between that mahogany and that
Yeah,
purple heart.
and that,
Yeah, that's like the ones I got. They got I'll call it that inlay, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, them things are cool looking, too. That they're cool looking. They sound good.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah,
I
yours
mean,
is zebra wood with
zebra wood got the stripe.
with
Mine's
Paduke.
Mine's
Yeah.
awesome, but I'm special. So I get the really cool
You
looking
get
calls.
the elite calls.
I get the elite grunt calls from ECW.
Heck yeah. Well, man, I think we'll go downstairs. We're going to check out the shop a little more, and we might be coming back at you guys. All right, well, we're about to close up the grand opening here for ECW calls. Had a good turnout, a lot of people coming in, checking out the calls. We had a really good time going through the shop, you showing us a little bit of the lathe work, how that works, showing the polish work, and talking about plans for the future. Like we said before, we just want to thank you for partnering with us way back, a year and 4 months ago, a year and 2 months ago or so, and we're really excited to continue to grow this family. I'm going to call it family now, and excited to see what the future holds for ECW calls and you getting that second store open. And anything you want to let the people know before we sign off?
Just that we're so excited to be here in Roseville, and the people here are so welcoming. And I can hear people down there in our showroom right now. They're down there trying out turkey calls, and I think somebody's trying one of the duck calls right now. And it's just great to have so many people come in here. And I love it when people pick our stuff up and they try it and they want to learn about it. And it's just great. And it was great meeting you guys that year and 4 months ago there at the Elmwood show, and watching us and watching you guys grow, and we just keep growing and expanding and just keep growing the family. Travis Bigger was here from Bigger Buck Outfitters, and I met him because we opened here in Roseville, and our ECW and him, we did a joint trip down to Tennessee down there and set up at that show down there, and met even more people, and it just grows and grows.
Yep, connections is key, man. And
Exactly.
Travis is a great dude. We started a friendship with him. We pretty much can be friends with anybody if you start talking big deer and hunting and calls. And he's super passionate about what you guys got going on here. And we'll sign it off there. If you guys want to find ECW calls and you are local, that's Roseville, Illinois. He also has Embry Custom Woodworkings and ECW on the Facebook and the website also. So you can check out his calls there. Also, you can check him out on our Facebook page right there on the link. We have there some online there for sale also. Check them out. All your custom calls needs. Remember, it's 100% American-made, veteran-owned, veteran-operated company, which we love to support. Well, Jeff, we've started a very small legacy with you, and I know that there's other people out there. Find someone that wants to start hunting this year and start a legacy with them. Start that friendship, and try to leave a legacy, and Whitetail Legacy's out.